Yeah, being that these are a little faster than the Mark IIIs, they're a little harder to dock if you haven't had practice.
Greetings.
Yeah, go ahead and dock. I'm just waiting for them to make not multi-turret, but multi-manual lasers for small vessels and hover vessels.
To do work, rather rather than weapons.
Right, so that you can repair or disassemble or things like that, rather than
front-mounted repair. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be perfect for your little
I know
CV that you have in the other ship.
Yeah, I mean, it also that plus the SOVs would be perfect for that, because I could then have a worker SOV that has a. In fact, what I'd probably end up doing is creating one that has a third attachment, 2 lasers, and 1 repair thing. So, hey, nice parking job.
Yeah, he did good. I'm ready to tear this thing up.
Well, don't forget we're going to need EVAs. But first, let's go to the cargo bay back here in the back.
I hoided myself.
Oh, hoid yourself.
Where's Broman?
Behind me.
I'm in the construction room. I think I'm going.
Yep. Come on through the constructor room. There you are. And right on through here, into the cargo bay.
Okay.
And this box over here, this black box, is where you'll find the armors and such that you can use to set up your armors in your armor locker. Mm-hmm. So you're going to want to make an EVA armor, because we're about to go EVA and start disassembling the command base.
Yeah, I'm going up to the teleport room and get my EVA.
I wonder what the heavy armor looks like.
Heavy?
I can show you. I mean, it looks cool.
Where are you at?
I'm in the locker room / teleporter room.
Mm-hmm. Transporter.
Yep.
I'm running. Ah!
I've got signs showing you where you need to go.
It's still a little bit confusing. You just look at the signs, that direction, go that way.
The signs it's up and down, so.
Yeah. Oh, you got heavy for your EVA?
No, he wanted to see what a heavy armor looked like.
It kind of reminds me of some Empyrion armor. It has really broad shoulders. Padded. Almost like a football uniform.
I'm lost.
Come to the central elevator. There you are. Come up. Up, 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 up. Stop. Over here. Opening and closing the door. There you go.
This is what a heavy armor looks like.
With your plasma cannon.
You look like a football player. Ah!
Ow.
That hurted.
Yeah, like it.
Except for it didn't really.
True.
Actually, I hurt myself earlier by falling down the stairs. Okay, did you pick up EVA boost?
Yeah, I have one.
Alright.
Hold on.
I'm going to take my pulse rifle with me just in case something happens while we're out there, but I doubt it will.
Doubt it, but something probably will happen when we're down. Actually, very likely will happen when we're down on the planet, taking down the bases.
Well, yeah, when I went down there to when I teleported down there to get the crops, there we had a
drone attack,
base attack, and there's what do you call it, the troop transport came, and then just as I was teleporting away, another one was coming. So
so it's probably hanging around waiting for us to come back. Probably.
I run fast.
All right, so Broman, once you have your EVA suit set up and equipped, you're going to want a multi-tool, preferably tier 2, and you're going to want to go into the Wi-Fi, connect to the small shipyard recycling bin, and connect to that.
Oh, the ship is still powered. We should probably suck out all the fuel.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Linked up. Alright, so...
Ooh. I almost lost the Wi-Fi. Too far from... Even though I'm right next to the ship.
You're too far from the emitters.
Maybe, yeah, maybe we should move the command base a little closer to the center.
Yeah, a little closer to the, what do you call it? Yeah.
Like right in front of the little docking area. Actually, technically, we should bring it inside the small shipyard of the Leviathan here.
I can bring it inside the front.
Okay. But I think isn't the Wi-Fi right where I'm at? Where the bay is, this little docking bay? I think it's in here. There's a teleporter.
Hi, Logan. Yeah. I'm flying. I phased through the ship.
I think that might be further away.
Well, yeah. Let me come close to the Wi-Fi because that ought
it's
to.
Over here, right? Right where
that'll be
panel.
fine. Right here ought to be within the Wi-Fi entirely.
Yes. I already popped off the radar on top.
Use the stuff in the Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh. It says inventory full.
That was probably because someone was in the small shipyard recycling bin.
I'm
there.
connected now.
I'm linked up to it.
Yep, I'm connected to it now. And you want to click the remove blocks into it.
Retrieve blocks at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, retrieve blocks. But be sure you're removing. Say what?
I can't access my inventory when I'm linked up. Whoops. Okay. So retrieve blocks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, right click 12 o'clock.
And we're just going to tear the whole thing apart, making sure that all the blocks are going into the recycling bin so we can get, I don't know if it's 100% or most of the resources back.
I mean, if we're just putting it back in there, putting it in the recycling.
I'm doing whole blocks, right?
Yes.
Should be 100% then.
Yeah, because you get in the whole blocks and then the recycling bin breaks them down into
right,
parts.
right. Yeah, the deconstructor
Yeah, and there are 2 deconstructors, so it works really fast.
Twice the tearing apart power.
So is it deconning right now?
Say what?
Is it already deconning right now? As we
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it is. Be sure whenever you see a floating device, whether it's a light or a sensor or something like that, be sure to go ahead and disassemble it or to, grab it. Because if you don't, we may miss it and it'll just be floating there and we won't be able to find it.
Because it's tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta charge it.
Reload.
What is? Oh, I got 0. 0.
Yeah, we've got some multi charges on us. Actually, I don't. All my multi charges are on the Leviathan.
I have 15.
I'm gonna go grab mine off the Leviathan.
Can you grab some for me, please?
Yeah, I'll give you some of the ones that I grab.
I'm thinking about recording Minecraft like really heavily.
Yep, I've got 16 charges as well.
If you put the charges in there by accident.
Well, I intentionally put them in the in my locker. I just forgot to grab them. Where did I put them? Hold on.
It was in the thing.
I grabbed them, but because of the way the Wi-Fi works, I don't think I put them into my inventory. You know, if you have a box other than your player inventory on the left, and you open a box to move it to your player inventory, and you fail to do so because the other one's still there.
Not really much of an idea what you're talking about.
Here, I'm going to give you 4 charges.
I'll give him
actually
4. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Let me give. Yeah, let's give.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay, here's some. Yo.
And here's some more.
Right here, bro.
It's a little hard right now.
Okay.
And then above you over here is another. Right behind you is. Right here. Right here.
I put them in the Wi-Fi thing.
Oops.
Where'd they go?
It's possible if the thing is completely empty. It's possible that it deconstructed them.
I have 5.
Oh, there's still tons of stuff in there.
Yeah, I figured it would be.
I delete you. Haha. I just deleted your seeds. You've seen us through many good times. I bid you farewell, CV.
Yep, it was only a temporary CV until we got the Leviathan up and running anyway, so that's what it's meant for, is to be a middle tier capital vessel.
I just like it because it's just like the starter base we had. It
Yep.
flies.
Yep.
I cut it in two.
It's like a combination of everything that the starter base had, you know. And there is a base. There is a base version of this that's just a base that you can build, put down on a planet, and use it as your base. You know. It's just the tier 1 command base. The tier 2 being the capital vessel.
This thing has no power, right?
It very little. It should be running out any minute.
I think it's off anyway.
Lockers.
Now
It's not going to take long.
Split down the middle. Yep, now it's split down the middle.
Just don't take out the core yet. I'm going ahead and getting the devices around the core, but if you take out the core, we won't be able to pull up the full blocks.
Ah,
I'm not even sure where it is. I haven't seen it yet.
Right here next to me, so I'm going to try to get everything around it so that it's clearly visible and away from other things that might be grabbed.
oh, okay.
Oh, there. Oh, okay.
Yep, it was over here with the generators and the fuel tanks.
I
and
thought
the,
it was more
and
central. Like
Nah.
under the bridge or something. But
No, it was in the engineering compartment that you could barely access. So,
what kind of generator did this had anyway? A couple tier 1s?
yeah, it had several tier 1 large generators, the 3x1s.
Oh, okay.
I think it had 4 3x1 generators. So,
Alright, the core is okay floating by itself.
Yes.
yep.
Don't touch it. All these damn little sensors and LED signs.
I know, right? But they were useful when this was our base, you know, telling us where things were and what things were and lighting up the place and everything. But now it's just like annoying trying to make sure you got them all.
Hey, Fraggot, you had made like a castle or some stuff in Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
You've had to move, right? Move between a few of them, right?
Usually I stop playing after a while before I really have to move anywhere. There's also been times I played Nomad where I just built hardly anything and just move around. Well, the game has changed a lot now, so like if you have a base that you've established, you get base attacks essentially.
Yeah, and you can place shulker boxes and just.
Now that we have a capital vessel, that's basically what we're going to be doing is going from, you know, one place to another, not really. Why is the inventory full?
I'm not in it.
All right, everybody, hold off on getting things for a second.
It's
somebody's in it.
It is near full. I was just checking.
Yeah.
Okay. let's let the deconstructors do their job, and then we'll come back to disassembling this.
If you have anything floating, just wait a couple seconds and try picking up again. It should.
Yeah, the stuff's being picked up. I'm going ahead and picking up the stuff, so that's fine.
A core's floating, is that bad?
No, I mean, the core floating is fine.
I mean little boxes that are floating because it dropped in front of you because you couldn't hold it. You should be able to pick them up if they're floating right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on the deconstructors.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, they're deconstructing. It's just taking them a while because they got to the hardened steel blocks, which
if you move them
takes
back,
a good amount.
If you move them down, then the priority will change.
Yeah.
Like make a whole bunch of like one stacks, and then they'll fill up in the bottom.
Well, I put the hardened steel blocks at the back of the line, so everything else that we grab should go above it, and they should be able to deconstruct it quickly.
When that stack fills, after it gets to 4,000, it's going to another stack, but that'll go to the top. So make a couple of one stack stackers.
It shouldn't get to 4,000. There's not that many blocks on the thing. It's only it's barely at 500 right now.
Really? Okay.
So we should be good to continue deconstructing. Well, keep in mind that these blocks are SU that's keeping us from doing it, not number of items. So if you want to, we might have to hold off a bit, grab the devices that you can, and hold off on the blocks.
Okay.
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Extensions are technically devices, right?
Yes, but they have the same SU as a full block, so...
Okay.
Yeah, because it's full again, so hold off. Like I said, grab just the very small items like lights and switches and stuff that rails, things that don't take up a lot of SU. All right, I think almost everything else is just like a steel block. So
there's turrets and thrusters still. The sentries.
Oh yeah, there are sentries that we can.
Here's a light. Oh,
and thrusters. Yeah. Thrusters take up a good amount of SU.
Yeah. Sentries shouldn't be too bad though. Looks like all the ones in the back are picked up. All the sentries.
Yeah. All right, let's wait for the thing to finish what it's working on right now. All the stuff it's got in it right now.
Any doors left? Elevators?
I think we got all those.
Some of the textures make me think it's a device.
I'm gonna find my phone.
I'm watching them. Watching the left constructor as it deconstructs, seeing what's going down and coming out.
I'm watching the right one.
Look at all that good material that we've got back so far.
flux coils for days. Well, 20.
We got 20 flux coils. We got, 40 of the Zascosium alloy, which is really nice, plus some Resterman Zascosium. We should be good on resources for a good long while.
Where did the
because
Prometheum come from? Was it the teleporter?
No, teleporter's still in there. The Prometheum may have come from when he accidentally threw some of his multi-charges into there.
Oh, okay.
Because when he threw them in there, it would go to the first slot because it's empty, because that's where they start from working. So
I need a radiation boost. Slap one of those on.
I don't know if there are any more. No, there's. Well, even if there aren't, we can go buy some, because actually there aren't anymore. I know there's not. I'm going to go buy you some from the trading station.
Okay.
You want just one?
Yeah, I got room for one more boost. Well, no, I have to use a different one. But yeah, one.
Yeah, that's why I'm using a medium armor, so I can have the EVA, a radiation boost, and a oxygen boost.
Yep, right now I'm just using EVA and oxygen.
It's funny that these what do you call them? The merchants on here aren't giving us a discount because they are from an older version.
I'm back, sorry.
Do you need any other boosters while I'm here, or just that one radiation boost? All right. How many do you need?
Probably 2. I have a multi already, and probably that's it. I don't know if I can remember how to get to that room.
Now, if I can remember who actually sells the armor boost, I think Interweb. Yep, armor boost. You said 2?
Yes.
Teleporting back to the Leviathan.
Gaming up now, know-it-all.
How convenient the teleporter is right here.
I went ahead and put them in your thing.
Thank y'all. Sweet. All right. Thank you.
Yep, yep.
Right. I'm damaging the blocks instead of picking them up.
If they have enough health, you'll have to damage them before picking them up.
Yeah.
It'll only damage them a little bit, and then you can pick them up once they're like if they're partially damaged, and then you fully pick them up, they'll fully pick up.
The container extensions takes like 2 or 3 hits with the multi-tool. So you're fine. You're getting the whole blocks, I'm sure.
Yep. Alright, we should be able to continue trying to pick things up.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I'm heading back. I'm gonna use a teleporter to get back to
the vehicle. Can't.
Should I? No, I don't want to turn it on and waste power. Okay.
No, it
doesn't exist anymore. I picked it up.
Why does it say it's full? Hold on.
I'm not looking at it.
That's weird. There's this. It's not letting me pick up anything. Oh, because I'm not connected to that box. Duh.
I still am.
I forgot to reconnect after I came back from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got stuff in your inventory then, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, why can I not pick these up? Because they were in my inventory, not in the constructor or deconstructor inventory.
This is a lot of blocks.
Oh yeah. I think this was near 2,000 blocks, something like that. Maybe 1,000-ish. I don't remember.
Okay, I'm going to end this video here. So if you enjoyed this video, please click all the YouTuber things that YouTubers click on for YouTube videos that they like. And if you'd like to support me, you can send your donations to my PayPal money pool. The link is in the description. Or if you want to send something my way, you can check out my wish list for Steam and Amazon. So thanks for watching. Be careful out there, and I'll see you later.